Hi everyone, my name is Parthiban. I'm going to present the topic Ruby laser. Contents Introduction, construction details, working, application, advantages, and disadvantages. Introduction. A ruby laser is a solid state laser because of using the ruby crystal as its a gain medium. It was firstly invented by Ted Maiman in 1960, May 16th. The ruby mineral is made up of aluminum oxide with a small amount of chromium, something 0.05 percentage, and its characteristics color red color or pink, and it's absorbing a green and blue light. Construction. The rod is called as a ruby rod, and the spring type of rolled pipe is called as a xenon flash lamp. And the one side of rod is fully silvered again, and the other side is partially silvered again. And the xenon flash lamp is connected to the power supply. Construction details. The laser medium ruby is made up of aluminum oxide, which is doped into a chromium ions, which is 0.05 percentage. That's why the ruby has a good thermal conductivity and its color characteristics too. The rod's end has to be polished. One end is completely silvered and other end is partially silvered. A xenon lamp is rolled over by ruby rod and it is used for pumping ions to the excited state. Working. Uh, Ruby laser medium consists of three energy levels E1, E2, and E3 with n number of electrons. Let we assume that the energy levels will be E1 is lesser than E2, E2 is lesser than E3. The energy levels E1 known as a ground state, E2 is known as a metastable state, and E3 is called as pumped state or excited state. Now we let assume that initially most of the electrons of the lower state and tiny number of electrons in the excited states E2 and E3. In this picture, E1, E2, E3, three energy levels are shown. E1 have the most of the electrons are having, and excited state E2 and E3 have lesser than E1. When the flash lamp is activated, the electrons in the E1 its flow to the E3 excited state, and the E3 state electron is fall to the E2 state. The electrons reach E2 much faster than leave E3. This results of increasing the number of electrons in the metastable state E2, and this is also called as a population inversion. After some period, the electrons in the metastable state E2 falls into the lower ground state by releasing the energy form of photons. When these emitted photons interacted with the metastable state electrons, because of this continued interaction, they produce millions of photons. The light produced within the laser medium will bounce back and forth between the two mirrors. This stimulates electrons to fall the ground state by releasing a light energy. This is called a stimulated emission. The amplified light escapes through the partially reflected mirror to produce a laser light. Application. Laser metal working system. Laser metal working system for drilling holes in a hot materials, and it is also used for toys, and it is used for medical system for tattoo removal and cosmetic dermatology, and it is used for also holographic camera system. Advantages. They are so economical. Beam diameter of ruby laser is comparatively lesser than CO2 laser type. Output power of ruby laser is not lesser than helium neon laser type. Ruby is in a solid form, so there is no chance of wasting a material of the active medium. Disadvantages. The laser output is not continuous but occurs in the form of pulses of microsecond durations. Efficiency of this laser type is comparatively low. Optical cavity of this laser is short as compared to the other types of lasers. Thank you guys.